Yo, what is up, boys? In this video, me and Connor go through our top 10 players that you should not pass up. You need to pick up for your fantasy lineup in 2022. And if you enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on the whole video, and peace. Alright, so the first player is Elijah Moore. And the reason for Elijah Moore is because he plays on a bummy team like the Jets. And the only other receiver to contest is going to be Garrett Wilson. And we have Zach the Pimp Wilson at quarterback this year.
Got dogs in him. He got dogs in him.
He does. And there's really no other targets for the Jets. I mean, maybe Michael Carter taking some handoffs and Garrett Wilson catching 4 balls a game. But that's pretty much it.
You got Corey Davis, but he's getting old, so
Corey Davis is, I don't know if his old man knees can keep up with it, bro, but that's pretty much all there is to 10, Elijah Moore, 10. Alright, number 9, J.K. Dobbins, coming off the hurt ACL last year, tore it, and he was expected to be the RB1 last year. He's going to be the RB1 this year. They might have to ease him into the season, but he should be ready for this year, ready to go, and start acting like a true RB1.
Honestly, like, they have no wide receivers in their team. They're going to rush all season with J.K. Dobbins. I don't think Gus Edwards is going to get as many starts. They're going to be a running team, honestly. No wide receivers.
Absolutely. No wide receivers. I mean, Rashad Bateman and Devin Duvernay are not going to get it done for your passing game. So yeah. J.K. Dobbins taking handoffs RB1. It'll rack up some points, especially in a rush-heavy league, PPR. You're going to get some points out of J.K. Dobbins this year.
Yeah. At number 8, we got A.J. Dillon. He's a second-string running back in Green Bay with Aaron Jones, but I think he's going to get a lot of starts this season because Aaron Jones is going to get a lot of receiving. They're going to split. They're going to share rushes all season, I think.
Yeah, and A.J. Dillon's quads are about the size of watermelons. He's huge, and he will run anyone over that gets in his way. He's not afraid to find the end zone. So if you want a running back who is huge, who's basically a non-injured version of Saquon Barkley, but better, A.J. Dillon's your guy. And Aaron Jones, they're going to split reps, like Connor said. He's not going to be... We saw it in the past where they split reps, and he still puts up just as many, if not more, points than Aaron Jones in a PPR league. So if you want points, A.J. Dillon's your guy. Running back, don't miss out on him. Alright, number 7 for your PPR league and a player that you don't want to miss out on is Monroe St Brown, one of the coolest names in the NFL by far, and a great young receiver. He's really fast. There's not really any targets in Detroit to steal from. DeAndre Swift, though, is a really good running back, but passing the ball, passing-wise, Monroe St. Brown is your guy. He catches those passes, he's going to take off. And Josh Reynolds is pretty much the only one threatening his receptions. And I don't see that being
They did just get DJ Chark this season. He had a higher target share than Cooper Kupp with the last 6 games of the season, which is a pretty cool stat for him. I think he's going to get a lot of targets. But with TJ Hawkinson coming back from injury, I feel like they're going to use him way more. But I think Amon is your guy if you need him.
Definitely the receiver 1 in Detroit. Great guy for a PPR league. You need points. Again, said that about everyone. But that's the whole point of this list. So Monroe St. Brown is your guy in Detroit. Your 6th player on the top 10 list you need is Miles Sanders. Hard photo. He looks sick in this photo. And he'll also look sick when he's running over defenders and running into the end zone, getting you points. He's a good running back, definitely the RB1 in Philly. You don't want to miss out on him. Great running back. For sure, get you some points. Devontae Smith, he's a good receiver. I don't see them throwing that much, especially with Jalen Hurts. He's a run-heavy quarterback, and handing off to Miles Sanders will be a good move. Find the end zone, get some touchdowns, get you some points. Just overall great day with Miles Sanders, RB3.
For number 5, we have Lazard. Starting receiver in Green Bay. No other targets since Davante Adams did leave last season. Aaron Rodgers' favorite target. If you want some end zone, he's going to reach the end zone a lot this season.
I mean, it's a big plus if you're Aaron Rodgers' favorite target.
Yeah. MVP.
Might back-to-back MVP. You know, Alan Lazard might have one of those seasons. Might be a good season for Alan Lazard in Green Bay. Christian Watson coming in rookie year is probably not going to compete as much for that wide receiver 1 spot. And rumors have been leaked that, well, they're not even rumors, but it's leaked that Alan Lazard is hands down Aaron Rodgers' favorite target. They definitely will be connecting a lot in the end zone this year. Pick them up if you want points.
For number 4, we have Russell Gage. He third string wide receiver in Tampa Bay, but Tom Brady said he's gonna be involved a lot in the offensive game. But you do have Chris Godwin coming back from an ACL tear, and rumors have his rehab is not going well. He might not be back for the beginning of the season.
And just like similar to Alan Lazard, if you're someone that Tom Brady has praise on, you know it's going to be a good year and you're going to be finding the end zone a lot. Especially because Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, arguably two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Especially common era, definitely hands down. And when you have these young receivers who are fast and can catch the ball, and you get compliments from quarterbacks like them, you know it's going to be a great year. I mean, hands down, Russell Gage. And you can get Russell Gage at really good value too. He'll probably fall to you around 7, 8, and that's pretty much the running back dead zone where there's no running backs on the board. You pick up Russell Gage there, that's a good pick. That's a great pick for your PPR league.
Number 3, we have Gabriel Davis. You know, he is a Bills player. I am a Bills fan, but Gabriel Davis, I have such high hope for him. You know, we lost Cole Beasley this offseason, and I think he's going to be such a good target for Josh Allen, getting first downs, getting touchdowns, anything. Coming off a great game, one of the greatest performance I've seen by like a Bills wide receiver in a while. 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that game was very eye-opening for me. I knew his name. I didn't really know who he was, but after watching that game, seeing him drop 4 touchdowns on the Chiefs defense, that was really eye-opening. I knew at that moment he would be someone to watch out for this year, and I knew you had a lot to say, a lot of high praise as a Bills fan. So Gabriel Davis, another very good value pick. You can get him probably around 6, 7, 8, just like same thing with Russell Gage. A lot of good guys dropping down in those dead zones. Number 2, breaking top 2, is Dalton Schultz, our only tight end on this list. The whole list is pretty much running backs and receivers, but Dalton Schultz is the one tight end on here just because the value you can get him at around 5 for a tight end that puts up crazy numbers with Dak Prescott at quarterback, who's a really good quarterback for fantasy, throwing to Dalton Schultz, who is a very, very good tight end, especially PPR. He will find the end zone. And especially with the loss of Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson both this year, you can expect more targets going Dalton Schultz away. And just expect some points from him in PPR leagues. Look out for Dalton Schultz.
For the number 1 receiver we have on this list, it's going to be Michael Pittman. There's many receivers on this list, but he is definitely the best one on this list for players you can't miss out on. You're going to have to grab him pretty early because last season he did really good. New quarterback this season though, but I think he's going to share the same targets.
Oh yeah, Michael Pittman, probably pick him up round 3, 4-ish. That's where I've been mocking him at. And he's just a great receiver. Matt Ryan coming in, Matty Ice. Great upgrade over Carson Wentz. I mean, Michael Pittman had a great season last year with Carson the Bum Wentz as his quarterback. Now you have Matty Ice coming in to throw in the ball. You know it's going to be a great season for Michael Pittman. And man, there's no other threats besides Jonathan Taylor, who's a running back. But receiving wise, he's the only guy. I mean, he's going to have a monster year. I wouldn't even call it a breakout year just because he's already broken out. We know Michael Pittman's a beast. So Michael Pittman, the number 1 value. Round 3, 4 is crazy for a guy who can put up numbers similar to the top receivers in the league. I think this is a guy that can have a better year than Davante Adams this year. I'm putting that out there now. Come back to this video if it does happen. I'm a genius. If not, clown me. But Michael Pittman is a baller. He will be your best value for sure, hands down, finding the end zone a lot this season, more than any of the other guys I said. Make sure to pick up Michael Pittman if you want points.
So, with my favorite player from these list of guys you see right here, plenty studs in this list, my favorite is going to have to be Gabriel Davis. No bias, but I think he's going to just pop off this season. I just trust me, he's going to pop off.
And I think you guys can tell by the rant at the end, the longest clip, the number one player on this list. Mine has to be hands down Michael Pittman Jr. Again, the clip was like 10 seconds ago, so I'm not going to go on about it anymore, but make sure you guys let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And Connor, what should they do?
Of course, like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
You have to hit that like button.
See you guys in the next video. Peace.
People buying, now I'm serving